is a simple question, very simple question to prove that the Quran is false, right? Throughout the Torah, Yahweh, the God from Genesis, throughout the Torah, God emphasized the importance of keeping genealogy. So he wants you to know where each seed comes from. Okay, you see it throughout the Torah, where Moses, Aaron, the 12 tribes, King David, all the kings that does evil is recorded. They recorded the good and the bad, right? All the bad things, all those kings that do it, they have genealogy, right? The records of it. So the Quran, for Yahweh, for Quran, for Allah to be the same God as the Quran and as the Torah, that Quran has to continue the genealogy of it, because it's very important, because it tells us where you come from. Because in Genesis, it clearly says that a seed from a woman, a seed will be born that will defeat death. Okay, so you need a genealogy to where that seed will turn up. Okay, turn up to defeat death. Okay, you have to remember our forefathers Adam sinned and death entered the world, into this world. So he has to sacrifice an innocent lamb to temporarily wash away their sins. And they've been doing that, the Jews been doing that through the temple, through the high priest, right? And then comes that righteous seed that we've been waiting for, that the Jews been waiting for, but they are blind to see. Okay, they're so prideful, they're so corrupted, they did not see the seed that came. He was innocent. Okay, he was put on trial, innocent. Okay, and the gospel starts off with a genealogy where how he was born from David, right? We have a genealogy of the last seed, okay, from Adam to Yahshua, the first last seed. Okay, now if Jesus has to be innocent, okay, he was put on trial. The Pontius put on trial, saying, are you the kings of Jews? Now if you were innocent, if you were me, if I was in that situation, you were in the situation, if you're not guilty, you would say anything, you would lie, because you know you don't want to die, right? Nobody wants to die for no reason, right? You would say, oh yeah, nah, I'm not the kings of Jews. I don't know what these guys are telling me, because Pontius will say, yeah, you can go, because in the day he doesn't want to kill him, right? Because he hasn't done anything wrong. So he was innocent and put on trial and beaten and put to death as a sacrifice, the final sacrifice, that to be washed of mankind. And then he was away for 3 days. My guess is he went to hell. Most people say he went to hell to collect a key. A key that allows him to beat death. So he comes back, he has death, he beat death, right? He beat death. No mankind has ever beat death, right? Sin comes, death enters the world, and we die. There's one man that comes, died, and comes back alive. He beat death. It's very important. So if your Quran do not have the genealogy, you are false. You have no records of where you come from. You have no records of where your prophets comes from. We don't care about your hadiths. Your Quran should have everything there. If it's the last book that to replace everything, you need all the genealogy. If you're coming to replace the Torah and the Bible, everything is corrupted. You can't use those books. So in your Quran that you come to replace, it has to have all the genealogy that leads you back to the Prophet Muhammad, your last prophet that claims to be. So think about that, guys.